Going on, that nigga Young Scooter ended up dying type shit. And basically, in a way, chat, what comes to find out about Young Scooter dying and shit, that he got set up by a little bitch. He got set up by a little thing. I don't know what this little thing is, but we about to watch a reaction video called Woman Who Killed Young Scooter Goes Live to Explain, but it backfired. We about to see what the fuck is cracking, chat. Basically, she filed a report, and come to find out, it most likely probably false. So let's see what's up, chat. Let's get to it. Let's get to this shit, man. Lock in on this bitch, man. Yes, sir. For second reaction, man. Third reaction. Woman who killed young Scooter. Alright, chat. Third reaction, man. Woman who killed young Scooter goes live to explain backfire. Just to say it. That bitch set that nigga up. So let's get it. Let's get it.
A woman who made the phone call that ultimately led to the death of young Scooter is back with some more fairy tales to save herself from the horrors she committed. Her name is Demi Blanco. She deactivated her Instagram yesterday after I exposed her, but now she reactivated it because she can't miss out on that clout. So this is her, man, just a regular, degenerate scallywag from, out of Georgia. This chick just represents the worst that our culture has to offer. Of course, a delinquent, a degenerate like her auditioned for baddies at some point. So she's on national television acting an absolute fool. This is her pre-argument that ultimately led to her getting her behind whooped on at the baddies audition. Look at her in the green, falling back, getting pummeled by a stranger who didn't know that she existed 5 minutes before this interaction. But now they're pummeling each other, attacking each other, right, fighting over a baddie ticket so they can have the privilege to come on national television and completely embarrass their family. This is where our society has came to, and this woman, Demi Blanco, she is literally the epitome.
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like at this point in time, that's every ratchet female success and dream is to be on baddies and just do bullshit. Cause think about it, chat. Half of these bitches, all they do is fight and gossip. That's all they want to be on, is fighting gossip and make money off of that. That's the majority of the fighting gossip bitches. All they want to do is make money off of that, chat. They don't really give a fuck. Mentally, they ain't thinking about no success. They ain't thinking about no investments. They thinking about making that money. Free club and them free club shits that baddies do, and then them out of the country events and seasons or whatever. I'm just saying, chat. Half these basic hoes don't want nothing. They just want some money off of their ratchetness.
Of the filth that our society is currently at. So of course, when you see scallywag exhibitions like this, it's a no-brainer that the natural progression would be date the 15th man on young Scooter's entourage bench and act like you really doing something in Atlanta when essentially you aren't doing not a goddamn thing. And of course, the natural progression from that would be when the 15th man on the entourage bench of young Scooter one to drop you like a bad habit because you are an air mattress sleeping, 2 drawers having, bunk 3 or 4. You make us call, swat them, and ultimately get his friend killed. A funky 3 or 4 like her, I would imagine, would go in hiding and never show her face again after what she did. But apparently this one is so clout thirsty that she wants the attention that comes with it. So this is why she's now speaking out. So she hopped on IG Live to explain why what she did was justified. But before we can react or review the IG Live, let's just give you guys some context. So we know by now that she made a call to 911, telling 911 that young Scooter and his homies were doing some scandalous, violent things at that particular home. Now, that call led to the police showing up. So let's just remind you guys of exactly some of the things that she said, just in case you missed it the first time.
There was literally a shooting.
This is that report that she did, chat, filing over before the death of young Scooter.
They're like selling drugs in and out of the house. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl.
keep in mind, chat, this is all jive. It's all bullshit.
He literally fought the girl. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting. But the house needs to be investigated. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now. Yeah, she's trying to get away, and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like, there's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Okay, you said the female is naked?
Yeah, she's naked, and she's bleeding profusely from her head. This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick.
Shit's so sad, chat. The simple fact she had to put a kid in there. Look, the first video that I seen of this, thoroughly through when she was talking, she just said they was fighting. And she kept on adding stuff on there to make it more and more because the operator did not give a fuck until she involved the child. I don't know. The operator wasn't paying attention for real until she involved the child. And that's what made them really get on their P's and Q's and needing to go up there chat type shit.
Because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she doesn't make it.
Ma'am, we already have help organized for her. What's the phone number you're calling from? Exactly what happened?
There's a situation going on in this house. There's 7 guys that live here, and they're basically, I'm not sure if they're running some type of sex traffic. This individual, she's a 5'2", light-skinned female, black hair.
Ma'am, are you with the patient now?
No, I'm a neighborhood watch. I'm just literally a neighborhood watch. I'm not in the house.
Okay.
Oh, no. What do you mean is she awake? He's beating her bloody.
Conscious?
He's beating her bloody. He's dragged her back in the house.
There's no excuse
Shit sad, chat.
in this climate for anybody to make a false accusation like that, bruh. Especially in Atlanta, bruh. Atlanta PD is the most overzealous, aggressive group of cops I've ever experienced. Now, I've experienced some very good cops in Atlanta, so it could go either way. When the cops are good, they're very good, but when they are bad, they are aggressive in Atlanta, which they probably have all reason to be aggressive, right? With as much RICOs and gang activities going on, but you make a call like that to Atlanta PD and you expect for things to go smoothly? You had to have made that call expecting them cops to do something. Now, luckily, the cops didn't shoot anybody, allegedly. Young Scooter passed away, how he passed away, there's still mystery there. But as far as we know right now, the cops didn't shoot anybody. But you made the call expecting them to, wanting them to. That's why you do stuff the story to that level. Bro, you put trafficking, you put pimping, bro, you put gunshots, you put hostage situation, bro, you put under... you juiced up the story to this level, bro, to where it was nothing other but violence being expected when them cops pulled up. You are foul. But when the 911 call got released, people recognized her voice instantly because she has done so much dirt in the city that people just know who it was automatically. Now, I got calls. Even before the 911 call became public, I got calls telling me Demi did this. So when...
That's crazy. How your voice is so distinctive to where everybody from where you from know who you is and who exactly did that. It's crazy, chat.
The call dropped. It was a no-brainer. Everybody recognized her voice. And word began to spread.
I ain't gonna lie, it just hit me. I just recognized who voice that is calling the police on Young Scooter. It's this whole Demi. Her name on Instagram is @DemiBlanco. Y'all go, hey man, man, her name Demi. She the one pretending to be the neighborhood watch. This hoe ain't no neighborhood watch. This neighborhood ain't even got no neighborhood watch. Man, y'all, man.
That's crazy.
Reporter.
She changed her name to try to hide from the public backlash, but people found the new name. I mean, easily, of course. There's links that exist. So she's now trying to get ahead of the story because she realized,
this ain't going away.
The police gotta get you before Young Scooter folks get you, bruh. So she took to social media to try to explain why what she did was justified. And here is her explanation.
I'm not looking for any type of clout. I just want to put the truth out. The situation is that I was being beaten by an individual that was connected to the person that I'm not going to say the name. And I was there, and the person was continuously beating me as he's already done this before. And me being a female.
So this bitch lied on a police report and instantly went out to the public. Like, bro, you know how bad this look? And regardless of now you trying to explain the situation, that ain't gonna justify what you did, bro. That don't justify what you did, because at the end of the day, the police gonna pick you up for false report, which that is a serious call for type shit. Because you ain't supposed to be doing that type of shit on any type of circumstances on the police line. And secondly, you got somebody killed, bro. A nigga that got a whole family gonna come after you. You ain't getting out of this. And even if the niggas don't come after you, whole family, they gonna pay for females in prison if you go there. So you just made it bad for yourself. You could, like, bitch, you could have still been not crazy, doing all this crazy shit and found a way on baddies. But you want to take it as far as doing all this BS, and you even said in recording, I'm not looking for no clout. Bitch, you is, bro. I don't care. The police report supposed to be private, I know, but at the end of the day, bitch, you was looking for clout, bitch. Oh, you was looking for clout. That's the bottom line, chat. She was looking for clout. We all know that. It ain't no cover up.
I was afraid for my life.
So she starts it off intentionally wording it to where you're thinking she's saying that she was getting beat on that day and she made a call by herself. No. Right? So she would say that her and the 15th man on the entourage bench was apparently involved in a toxic relationship that included him just whooping on her. And because he whooped on her at some point in their relationship, she made the call to get him locked up. But what does that have to do with you making the call that day? Again,
Facts.
that they is the key. I'm not saying this man didn't do her wrong. I'm not saying this man never put his hands on her. And by this man, I mean Young Scooter's homie who was at the crib. What I'm saying is, what made you think that it was okay to call the police and lie about somebody actively being physically beaten, gunshots going off,
Facts.
drugs going on, trafficking going on, hostage situation, kidnapping? What made you think it was okay to call the police and lie about that going on actively? Because when you made the call, you wasn't in the jurisdiction. You had to get transferred. You had to get transferred. So if you had to get transferred and you weren't in the jurisdiction, then what made you make the call? Because you weren't being actively beaten at the time. So why lie? Instead of her taking accountability for lying, she's now trying to go with the pity story. As if people right now is going to feel sorry for her pity story.
That's crazy.
When faced with the reality that, like a rapper, an artist, a man, a father, a son, a brother, who a lot of people loved is now dead due to your actions and your fake story.
So I did what I thought was the best thing to do. I had no intentions that man was there. I never set anybody up. I never had any intentions that man was there. I never knew that.
Girl, you did a false report on a relationship that been going on for however long. It was a long link. And for you to call that day, that's a setup. Fuck you talking about? Premeditated setup. Fuck. You didn't set them up with no hood nigga. You set them up with the boys in blue. And they probably didn't know what was going on. They just had they was ready for nothing. And now somebody's dead. All because of some BS. That's the problem. That's really the problem. People emotions get the best of them, then they do dumb things. Gotta be better than that, man. And for real. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It's over for this bitch. But I'm talking about for everybody that's watching this. You gotta be better before. You gotta be better than that when your emotions about to get the best of you. Be prepared to like find a resolution in your head, man, before you do something stupid.
That man was there. I had no idea of that man's whereabouts. I'm speaking today to clear my name that I had no intentions to set anybody up. I never set anybody up. I was threatened by an individual. There's a reaction for every action. This is part A. You guys didn't have part A. You guys only have part B. And the narrative, it looks like I was trying to set this man up because you guys don't have part B. I'm giving you part B. I'm giving you what led up to the call. I was physically abused, so I called to protect myself. That's the issue.
She's literally still lying. Like, she's lying. That's not what led up to the call, because you weren't there. Yo, do she forget what she said in the call? You said somebody was actively in the moment being whooped on.
Facts.
Bleeding profusely. Shots going off. Actively in the moment right now. You weren't there. You made the call from out of jurisdiction. They had to transfer you. So who was getting... You don't say, yo, I made the call because I was being beaten, when you made the call about somebody else being beaten. Yo, whatever comes her way, she deserves it. Now, from my perspective, from what I think she deserves, bro, at this point with no accountability, bro, I was ready to say, listen, bro, you can't charge her with murder. That's a little harsh. At this point, bro, whatever they throw at her, she deserves it, bro. I don't...
Facts. Whatever they throw at her, chat, she deserves it. Because what the fuck? What the fuck? You literally... If we go back, chat, she literally said that somebody was getting beaten. Babies and all that. Trafficking and all that. Nigga at a point. Shit don't make no sense.
I don't care no more. 5 years? Hey, to me, that's light. A man lost his life, homie. Whatever they throw it at her, bro. You know, I forgot my guy's name, but he commented last year. He said, Flacco, man, you asking her to get charged with murder is a little harsh, bro. She called, but he ran. But now, bro, she don't feel bad at all. At all. She still think that she's the victim and that she's right. Somebody with that mindset and that mentality, while facing the reality of a father lost his life, a brother lost his life, an uncle. Bro, that man, kids is all across his profile, bro. He has like 5 kids all across his profile. Their father ain't coming home no more. Their breadwinner ain't coming home
Man.
no more. Because of you. And you sitting on IG Live, continuing to justify what you did. You lied. Admit it.
That's part A. I never had any intentions to get anybody hurt. I was the one that was getting hurt. And I came here to say my truth. That's it. That's all. I don't want no clout. I don't want anything. All these troll pages, y'all don't know me. None of y'all know me at all. At the end of the day, I'm a woman, and I was physically abused multiple times.
Her attempting to galvanize various communities around her in this moment shows that she's a grade A manipulator. She using the woman card to galvanize pro-women feminists around her. That's not gonna work. She's using the I was a victim card to galvanize real women, real victims who've been battered by disgusting men in the past. That's not gonna work, bruh. It's not. You're going to jail. And if jail is her best bet, bruh. 5 years in jail, comes out, hoping that everything goes away. is her best bet, bro.
Yep.
But if she goes to jail in Atlanta,
I don't know.
bruh, I don't know how she makes it out of jail. And if she stays on the streets, yo, you might as well move to like North Dakota or like Idaho somewhere, bruh. You stay in any, bro. You stay in Houston is over for you. LA is over for you, bruh. Atlanta is over for you, bruh. You go to Memphis is over. Move to like the Midwest, man. Like Idaho, Chicago. I don't know, bruh. Iowa.
I don't know about moving to over here, chat. Shit, it's over for you over here too. Shit, it's over.
Let me know in the comment section, okay? What do you guys think about this? Do you guys believe her story? That she was really being hit on and she made the call to protect herself? And does this justify her lying? Let me know in the comment section, okay? If you're still watching, click on this video right here on my screen to find out why people believe that Sauce Walka is the one who got the man who shot at him killed.
Alright, chat. That is wild, bro. This ain't shit. You gotta watch out. You gotta watch out.